Hi, I am Ana Dominic ELISEO from Iloilo Science and Technology University Mega Campus, taking up Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics. So today, we will be discussing about multiplying polynomials. But first, we need to learn about polynomials. So what is a polynomial? A polynomial is an algebraic expression that consists of coefficients and variables. Variables are sometimes called indeterminates. When solving polynomials, we can use different arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, and multiplication. But we will only focus in multiplying polynomials. So are you now ready to learn multiplying polynomials? Alright, so let us now learn on how to multiply polynomials. So multiplying polynomials is a basic concept in algebra. Multiplication of polynomials will include the product of coefficients to coefficients and variables to variables. We can easily learn how to multiply polynomials by using some rules and following some steps. So what are the rules and steps when multiplying polynomials? First, when multiplying polynomials, you will multiply each term of one polynomial by each term of the other polynomials using distributive law. Second is you add the powers of the same variable using the exponent law. And you simplify the product by adding or subtracting the same term. Alright? So since you know how to multiply or the rules on how to multiply polynomials, let us now use some operations or some examples to show how to multiply polynomials.
So let us now try some examples of a multiplication of polynomials. Okay. So it is known that a polynomials have different types based on their degrees, such as monomial, binomial, and trinomial. But the steps in multiplying polynomials are still the same, even though they have or they are in different types. Say for example, when we multiply a monomial by another monomial, okay? So what is a monomial? A monomial is a single term polynomial. Right? Say for example, 2x and 3x squared. Okay? So they are a monomial since they are only single term. So what is the product of 2x and 3x squared? Okay? So we have 2x times 3x squared. Okay? So following the steps in multiplying polynomials, the product must be the product of the coefficients and the product of the variables. Okay, so we multiply the coefficients. We have 2 times 3 is equal to 6. So since that they have the same variable, we will only add the exponents or the degree when we are multiplying the variables. Okay, so since the variable is x, so we will add the exponents or the degree, since x here has a degree of 1 and x here has a degree of 2, so 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So therefore the product of 2x times 3x squared is equal to 6x cubed. Okay, so we can say that the product of monomial by a monomial is also a monomial. Okay, so how about if we multiply a monomial by another monomial but they have different variables? say for example 3x and 4y. Okay, so we will get the product 3x times 4y. Okay, so using this following the steps, we need to multiply the coefficients. So 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Okay, and we multiply the variables, which is x times y is equal to x, y. Okay, so the product of 3x and 4y is 12xy, which is also a monomial. Okay, so let us now try to multiply a binomial, okay, by another binomial. Okay, so a binomial is a polynomial with two terms. Say for example 2x plus 2 or 2x plus 3 and 3x plus 2. Okay, so we can say that it is a binomial since that they have two terms. Okay, so what is the product of 2x plus 3 and 3x plus 2? Okay, so using or following the steps, we multiply each term of one polynomial to each term of another polynomial by distributive property, okay, or distributive law of multiplication. So 2x times 3x, we have 6x squared plus, okay, so 2x times 2 is equal to 4x. So 3 times 3x is equal to 9x, and 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Okay, so we simplify the product by adding the same terms. What we mean by same terms, if they have the same variables. Okay, so since 6x squared plus, since 4x plus 9x have the same variable, which is x, so we will only add the coefficients. 4 plus 9 is equal to 13. We copy the variable plus 6. Okay, so the final answer, or the product of 2x plus 3 and 3x plus 2 is equal to 6x squared plus 13x plus 6. Let us now try to multiply a binomial to another binomial with different variables. Let's say for example, we multiply 2x plus 3y by 5x minus 2y. Okay, so what is the product of a binomial times binomial 2x plus 3y times 5x minus 2y? So following the steps, we use the distributive law of multiplication. So we have 2x times 5x, so we multiply the coefficients. 2 times 5 is equal to 10. X times x is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 2y. I mean 2x times negative 2y, so we have negative 4xy. So we have 3y times 5x, so we have 15, positive 15xy, and 3y minus times negative 2y is equal to negative 6y squared. So we simplify the answer or the product. So we have 10x squared minus, or I mean plus, since 15 minus 4 is equal to 11xy minus 6y squared. So we have the product of 10x squared plus 11xy minus 6y squared. Okay? How about we multiply a binomial by trinomial? Okay, so a trinomial is a three-term polynomial, meaning that the polynomial has three terms. So for example, of a binomial is 4x minus 2, and a trinomial 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. Okay, so we get the product of 4x minus 2 times 2x squared minus 3x plus 1. Okay, so using the distributive law of multiplication, 4x times 2x squared, since that they have the same variables, we will just add the degree. So we have 4 times 2 is 8x, so 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, or 8x cubed, okay, minus 4x times negative 3x, so we have negative 12x squared. Okay, so we multiply 4x by 1, so we have positive 4x. We multiply negative 2 by 2x squared, we have negative 4x squared. We multiply negative 2 by negative 3x, so we have negative positive 6x, and negative 2 plus times positive 1, we have negative 2. So we simplify the product by adding the terms with the same variables. We have 8x cubed, or adding or subtracting the terms with the same variables. So we have negative 12x squared minus 4x squared, so we have negative 16x squared. So let's have 4x plus 6x, we have 10x, and minus 2. So our product is 8x cubed minus 6x squared plus 10x minus 2. Okay?
That's it for our lesson for today. I hope that you've learned something on how to multiply polynomials. See you on next video. Thank you.